Okay, shake it, don't break it.
Why all your friends have it? Wonder
Ain't gonna happen.
This is our buddy Rick Beach. He was one of my favourite blokes in the world.
This is the thing. When I was like 16, my skateboard went missing.
Yeah.
The son of a bitch told me my skateboard was stolen. I walked into his house yesterday and found my fucking skateboard.
He fixed these cuffs. He fixed these cuffs. He did these cuffs on these jeans.
Oh!
Yeah.
He was the best neighbor that we could have ever asked for in our whole 25 years. He lived downstairs and never heard a fucking peep. I've only heard him like raise his voice twice in his life.
Somebody fucked up.
And wait, once was
I would sit with him and drink, and we would complain about the world. And he would tell me that I'm screaming against the wind. And it was hilarious all the time.
First time I ever went to the bar was as a patron, which was probably an easy 10 years ago. So, and then eventually wound up working the door and then eventually getting shifts.
He was a protector, he was a lover, and I really loved him with all my heart, and I'm so fucking heartbroken that he's gone.
He set me up to understand who I am actually right now. He really helped me. He was a good man. I miss him.
And what is special about 13?
We don't take no shit.
Rick was the first person that I met coming to the 13 as a new customer. I came in after a stressful day and he welcomed me, and I've always came back since.
He was one of the most approachable, easygoing blokes I've ever met on this side of the bar.
It's that kid. We always had good conversations about him growing up in Germany, obviously, and me growing up there.
Wonderful man. Glad every time I came in there. Tuesday was the day to start it out. Wednesday and Thursday, the weekend.
There's Loopy. that little bastard dog, you know. Took me a year to break him, but once we became friends,
One of the days he was just like, so you like Social Distortion, you know the story behind that logo? And inviting me back to his house. He said, hey, I want to show you something. You got a few minutes to come over around the corner. Walk into his kitchen, and he had that original card, invitation, really rare. That's awesome, thank you for showing it to me. He was like, you know what, here. Goes up to the wall, lifts it off the wall, hands it to me. He said, you know what, I've had this for 30-something years. I think you'll appreciate it more now. You'll really appreciate it. I know you won't sell it. It means a lot more to you than it does to me now. To me, that's the kind of guy Rick was, that he would just take something off the wall and give it to you because he knew that you would appreciate it.
And what other bars would you compare it to, and why?
Well, that would be the the Expansion, which is no more. So there's not much you can say about the Expansion because it was a classic.
Yeah. And it seemed like it was just yesterday, but it was another time and another place.
Most badass bicycle in the fucking neighborhood. And my brother, we would build ramps at the end of our street, and all the boys were riding the ramps, and I was like, I'm gonna ride the fucking ramps. So Ricky, he took me out one night with the ramp built that he built, and he made me ride it and ride it and ride it. And then one day I was better than the boys.
I love it.
He was so fucking kind and always a lovely person for me. Even though I just know him like 3 years ago.
You've been around bar culture a long time, and what do you think of the way bar culture is changing in San Francisco?
I don't think it's really changing. It's just keeping up with the pace of what the city's going through. So it's everyone complains about techies and what have you, but it's not a problem here. So.
Rick, I hope the fish are catching. You and your middle finger are really missed around here. Much love and scratch truck for me.
It's an everybody bar. We get an entire spectrum of what the city actually is. So it's not a particular bar. You know, there are no cultures here. It's one culture of fun.
He find his peace, or fuck it, he's find his fun somewhere.
Well, no, it's when at the end of the barbecue day, if I haven't sold everything, I cook everything up and I put it on a plate and put it out on the street, and whoever wants to have at it can, including the pigeons.
On that note, the influx of techies. I mean, you just probably answer that.
I don't have a problem with them. You know, they tip well, and the only problem I have with them is the shit they throw out on the street is all IKEA, and I can't make art out of it.
So Rick gave me my bartending training wheels, and without him I would have not been able to work in bars in San Francisco.
You like to restore the old bicycles, so we related on that level.
He was a beautiful person.
Much love and scratch truck for me.
Fucking misses my love in you guys.
He was one of my favourite blokes in the world.
Come on, hang out. Let's play some music, drink, and play pool. I mean, it was.
Now, of all the people I knew, Rick was the intelligent one, the wise one. And the last question. How would you sum up Lucky 13 in one sentence? You probably did that already, but how would you
How would I what?
Sum up Lucky 13 in one sentence.
Sum it up. It's probably one of the best jobs I've ever had. I thoroughly enjoy it here. The clientele, the bosses, the environment, everything is it's wonderful. It's a great place to come.
He find his peace, or fuck it, he find his fun.
I was his 10th birthday present. He never picked on me.
There's Loopy. That little bastard, you know. Rick's dog! I miss them both, so Godspeed, Rick.
He saved his keyboard for you.
I'm so fucking heartbroken that he's gone.
I miss him.
Ricky Tiki talking away with
That I'm screaming against the wind.
that's my little story about Rick. And I fucking miss him, I love him, and I love you guys.
Rick are in the high Sierras, fishing and eating off the fucking land. I love you, Rick.
And you want that fucking girl off because he fucking set your goddamn peach tree.
I love you, Rick.
And then one day I was better than the boys.
I love it.
Rick was the intelligent one, the wise one.
He